All right, folks. We're back in the lab, back in the studio. Captain's Log Podcast, episode 33. Talking basketball tonight. Got my good man Hosni Ali came out to fuck with me. What's up?
What's up with it, Lee, man? Good seeing you.
Boy, you like you amped up over there, boy. You got a lot to say.
I mean, yeah, I got a good story to tell, man. I got a great story.
That's good. I definitely want you to tell your story, and I definitely want to talk hoop, too. We be talking shit, me and Don. Remember Don?
Oh, man.
We be on Facebook going back and forth about what's going on in the NBA and shit like that.
Oh, I know y'all.
So, basketball.
Right.
Best sport in the fucking world.
I love it.
You used to hoop around McNew.
Back in the G.
I used to hoop around Burn Bray. Getting minimal buckets out here. You know what I'm saying? Minimal buckets, you know what I'm saying?
It's all good.
All American defense out here, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then we started coming to McNew. Y'all little shit was rocking over there a little bit though.
Yeah, we was out there in the hood back in the
You gotta move closer to the mic, bro.
All right,
Closer.
we was out there.
Yeah.
We was out there back in the day. You know what I mean? Like that was our little stomping grounds. We had guys coming out, working hard, trying to get better. So that's what we was doing. We were just out there.
Yeah. Hey, you remember when we had them half days?
Oh my God, that was the biggest competition.
You know what's crazy? We was in high school, right? You would think that in high school, like as a half day, like man, we trying to pull up on some joints or something. Like, nah, niggas trying to figure out where we gonna go ball at.
That was real, man.
This was before we started going to the rec center, Fairland Rec and Briggs Cheney. I preferred Fairland.
Right.
It was less goons in the joint. But y'all court was straight, but I mean, I think our joint was more so, I don't know, our joint was fucked up. We had the short rim, and then we had the high-ass rim, and then people always was coming from other neighborhoods and dunking on the shorter rim. So we just always had the big joint. Then they put the gate around the joint, you know what I'm saying? Then we had the squeeze in there, so we just started coming to y'all shit, because y'all shit was all night.
Yeah, we was getting it in, man. Them half days, I remember we had some great games, some fun memories, you know what I mean? Just getting better. Everybody was working hard, so it's just great looking back how far we came, you know what I'm saying?
So tell me your journey, man. Go ahead, give it to the people who don't know.
All right, so of course my name's Hosni Ali. Everybody knows me.
Don't be listen. Hold. Don't try to be smooth operator for it. Everybody know you wild as shit. Be who you are.
Listen, I'm trying. Hey Lee, I'm on your podcast. I'm trying. I'm trying to present the best. You know, I'm gonna be me always. But like, you know, coming up, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't the best player.
You had a lot of energy though.
I had a lot of energy, had a lot of effort, gave a lot of effort, but I wasn't the best player. So I had to work on my game. I had to, you know, stay down. I remember I was the last nigga getting picked up. But, you know, I just took all that pain and turned it into passion. I just said, because these niggas don't pick me up, I'm going to work harder till I get better. That was my goal. So I had something to prove since day one.
I remember. I used to be like, bruh, you just had a lot. You still got a lot of energy. Even in our fucking 30s. Like, that's the one thing I would say that's never died down. I mean, you may go to sleep a little earlier, but you still energetic, man. And I think that's probably maybe an older reason why niggas like, nah, we gonna get this nigga over here. This nigga got too much energy. That's what I remember. But go ahead.
Right. But, you know, that was that. You know what I'm saying? I was some garbage. I kept working hard on my game, and eventually I was able to do something with my basketball career, you know. So we looking back on my basketball journey, like, you know, I got to start at 8. Well, you know, right now, I don't know if everybody knows, I'm coaching currently, but the whole reason why I started coaching was because I remember specifically when I was a youngster, I had no one to teach me the game properly. I always had a burning desire, burning passion to play the game of basketball since I was 5 years old, 6 years old. But I never had anyone teach me or show me the right way to play the game. I mean, that was just how it was for me, like, you know. And that was depressing. It wasn't depressing because I still enjoyed the game, but once I got older and understood, damn, like, you know, I didn't really learn the game until I was so-and-so. Imagine if I learned the game properly when I was, you know, 6, 7 years old, 8 years old.
Well, you got to put a lot into the game, man.
Right.
Especially now, it's not like it was back in the day. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. You didn't really have too many outlets and programs and teams and shit. You remember back in the day when AAU, like it was maybe like 1 or 2 AAU little mobs in the area, and it was like you was the shit.
Yeah.
If you can get on one of them joints. Now, like everybody got it. It's so many AAUs now. It's like, bro, like who shit is really even official or not. Like, is your shit official, or are you just charging me $400 and something dollars and take me all the way out Westminster somewhere? You know what I mean?
Hey Lee, man, like that AAU shit. Wow, bro. I was an AAU coach for 2 years in Maryland for the 6-man Warriors. I seen a lot of stuff going up and down the road. I mean, like, let's talk about basketball. Like, so as a basketball coach, you got players. Everybody mother think their kid is the best thing.
Absolutely.
So as a coach, I got to deal with egos. I got to deal with parents upset. Parents feel like they know more than the coach. You know what I mean? Thinking they, you know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with personalities, grades, off the court or issues. It's so much that goes into being a coach. But, understanding the game and being around good coaches, you pick up on what it takes to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But let's see. Like you said, to your point, a lot of people out here just making money, man.
Bro, I tell you, I seen it in action, man. I had I won't put nobody out there. I had some folks, nobody local that we know had saw my son playing when he was playing for he was playing for Parks and Plannings.
Right.
So my son, he played. I coached him when he was 5 and 6. Well, I assistant coached twice, 5 and 6, and 7 and 8.
Okay.
When he went to 9 and 10, my work schedule was crazy, so I just helped out in the practices. So 5 and 6 is different. You know what I'm saying? They playing on small court, the little 8-foot joint, or I think it's 8 feet.
Yeah,
so they, they really just learning. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when he got to 7 and 8, that's when it got real. That's when it's like, all right, we got to start getting you together because you got to have that arm strength to be able to get the ball up there. So my son is spot up shooter
all day.
He don't want to take no layups. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to get no rebounds. He don't want to be bodying with nobody. He just want to shoot. And he a lefty too, so it looked good. So me coaching him, I thought it was great, but the thing was, my son was already kind of like, in my eyes, he was more advanced than most of the other kids. It was him and another kid. So I'm just like, all right, well, I feel like you kind of got it, but I want to give the attention to the kids who ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I know he kind of looking like, well, Dad, you're supposed to be here for me. And I'm like, I'm here for everybody. I'm not going to be that coach because I've coached with, other head coaches who because their son is on the team and I guess they, they think they hot shit or something, they'll mess around and their son will be playing, X amount of minutes and, in Park and Planning, every kid has to play 8 minutes.
Yeah, but that's why I left recreational coaching. I left recreational coaching because of that very reason, because it's not when I played basketball and did everything to win. And, ultimately that's why I left recreational. But I went recreational. That was my first coaching, gig with recreational coaching. But I learned it was a great experience. But ultimately, it's all about winning at the end of the day. Dude.
It is about winning. And when you doing rec coaching, you get one practice. It's like an hour. If the kids is late, you know what I mean? Like especially if
it's not serious.
If your main player be late or players be late,
it's not serious.
You know what I'm saying? You mess around and it's like now of course you get that time to work with the other players who need more hands on, but you still got to make sure your main guys at that point are they're handling their business.
Exactly.
So you think that if you would have had that influence when you was growing up, you probably did something in high school?
Oh my gosh. So that's another thing. Of course, definitely. So growing up, I played at recreational leagues. I never had great coaches.
What leagues did you play in at our age outside of Paint Branch?
Oh, I played AAU when I was in high school. But the crazy thing is, let me just rewind back a little bit. AAU, middle school. So around middle school age, with AAU, I know I didn't play AU. I played recreational.
Okay.
So these years I'm supposed to be developing my game as a youngster. I don't have any good coaches
Right there
to teach me the game. So I'm trying to learn the game at 10, 11, 12. And I got coaches that don't even know how to say my name. Like these guys, I don't know where they came from. Joe Blow.
Was it Hussein?
They was calling me Holly Wally Baba. I don't know. These guys was from off the street. They ain't know basketball. They wasn't teaching me the fundamentals. And I didn't know I wasn't being taught the game really until it was too late. Until it was like
you don't realize that until you play against another team. Wonder why y'all getting your asses whooped.
Well, no, you don't realize it until you actually start getting coached by a real coach.
That too.
So once I start getting coached by a real coach, I said, "Damn, like I'm learning this, finally learning something how to play." So, like, long story short is that's the reason why I coach is because I understood the pain of what it is to have, not learn the game and want to learn the game. And so when I'm around kids that are like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 that really want to learn the game, I love teaching them the game because I understood my pain of not having someone really dedicated to wanting to teach me the game at that age when I was wanting that. You know what I mean?
I feel you, bro.
So that's like pain that I turned into my passion. You know what I mean?
I get you. The funny part is, I tried out for Pay Branch varsity, 12th grade. Had never played in a year. But, I just, like I didn't have anybody to push me. And it's like I didn't really have any motivation to go. I was just like, why not? But I already, even if I would have made it, I didn't have a grade. So I was just out there just to be out there. But I saw that shit. And they had already knew who they wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They were just kind of going through the motions. Like, all right, well, we going through the motions, but we know we taking these 10 niggas over here. These rest of these dudes is pretty much wasting their time. So,
yeah.
But
so let me say, I understand. So like pretty much, that was my pain in middle school. So like you said, niggas ain't make the mob in high school. So because during these years, like, I'm not really learning the game. Like, I'm still really good now. I can still score. I got tons of energy. Like you said, I'm great on defense. But I don't have that fundamental gift, but I'm still worthy. Like, the ultimate pain was getting cut from high school for me.
I remember that shit. And it's like, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was like, wasn't they making it seem like you was on the team? Like, you was in the practices?
Like, I made every cut. I made every cut to the very last cut. Like the cut, like they cut the first big cut, then the second cut, third, and they're making the last cut. Like two people left, 3 people left, and I always was that last 1 or 2 that got cut from the team, and I'm like, the fuck, like
you remember who they took over you?
The name is bogus. If I told you, if you know what I'm saying, the name is bogus, literally.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. And, I get,
it's politics.
Listen, I want to say this because we on there talking about that situation. And I want to say R.I.P. Hardy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
R.I.P. Hardy. He was the coach.
Coach Hardy.
Rest in peace, Coach Hardy. I'm going to say that out of respect for him. He did cut me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say that. But I want to thank him for cutting me because even though I didn't make that high school team, that was my pain to work harder, to not give up, to keep pushing myself, to eventually go play college and then go play professional. He was my motivation all of those years.
So tell me about that. Tell me about the college.
Man, so after high school, I got cut. I don't know if you remember, but like that very next year, I played at Montgomery College. I had to try out because I told the coach I ain't play on the high school team. Like crazy. His name was Russ Alexander. I told him, I said, Coach, like, I got cut from the high school team, but I'm about to start my little college career off at Montgomery College, try to do a year here, see what I want to do, try to find a major, try to make the basketball team and, like, try to build something for myself.
Uh-huh.
So, like, I ended up trying out. I made the team. He gave me a chance. But, like, he was a great coach. He was a great person. And he got me to that next level. He always used to say, Ali, I said, Coach, I'm trying, Coach. He always say, trying not good enough. So he always used to tell me, trying. So
they gotta get it all out of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I mean, he broke my ass down, But when I left Montgomery College and went to my actual college I was going to go to, where I transferred to Southeastern University in Lakeland, Florida, I met the best coach I've ever had in my life.
Went to Florida?
When I went to Florida.
What year was it? I was gone.
I went to Florida.
Okay.
Late 2000, I met Coach, John Dunlap, and he was the best coach I've ever had in my life. He taught me the game, and I was damn near 20 years old, just learning the game the right way at that age. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So imagine me learning the game like that at 10 years old, 11 years old. I started learning how to actually play the game of basketball the right way.
I mean, as long as you still, get your shine, I don't think it's never too late. You know what I'm saying?
And your story is never over. But
yeah,
that is my story. So I turn my pain into a passion, and that's just to tell anyone out there who watches this later. Don't ever motherfucking give up on your dreams. Don't ever motherfucking give up on nothing it is you want to do. If you got goals, keep going for that shit. You know what I'm saying? My bad, excuse my friend.
Yeah, look, this how we talk. I'm actually PG-13
I apologize.
right now.
I apologize to my people out there watching. But I just want to say, just keep going for your goals and dreams and ambitions in life, and stay prayed up. Speaking of that, I got to shout out to my moms. My mother.
Shout out to moms.
You know what I'm saying? I love her so much. She tell me she pray for me every day. Moms make the world a special place. I love her. Vanessa Ali, my mother, she told me today she always praying for me. So, you know what I'm saying? That's another reason why we doing so good and we blessed. You know what I'm saying? We got moms that praying for us. Got to shout out to the moms. It's
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, but to get back on track, we was talking about,
You were getting ready to tell me when you went overseas.
So going back overseas.
Well, how long was you in Florida?
So I stayed, played with Coach Dunlap. He was the best coach ever. You know what I mean? Learn the game, bow. I get my degree down there. We make it almost to the championship game, Division II, NCAA. We didn't quite make it. But, you know what I'm saying? Great team, great teammates. You know what I'm saying? Real good people down there. My boy Polk County Blaze, 863. That's one of my best teammates. You know what I'm saying? Jay, whoever, you know what I'm saying? You know who you are.
What you get your degree in?
So down there, I got my degree in sports management and recreation.
Congratulations, good shit.
You know what I'm saying?
So all right, so you did that. You did it. You did an NCAA. You did a couple of years.
Yeah.
And how you end up overseas though?
So when I came back, I graduated. I was trying to get back in the game, and it was, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to be around the game. I saw a little team that needed some coaching, little recreational type situation. You know what I'm saying?
It's still down there.
I was back up here. I came back up here right after I graduated. I came up here for a second. Said, let me figure out what I'm about to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got my degree. I tried to get on with the Magic and the Miami Heat right before I came out.
You tried to do a walk-on type deal?
I was either trying to do the G League, or I was trying to just get on as a player personnel type.
How does that work? You just they got tryouts?
Yeah, tryouts. I was trying to figure out how I was going to get my way in the door. You know what I'm saying?
How was the competition looking?
It was real good.
For real?
To be honest with you, at that time I wasn't ready physically.
You
know what I'm saying? Right coming out. But I came back home. I got crazy. It's crazy how it happened. So I came back home. I started coaching. I found a little, I heard about the little adult league, the ABA leagues.
Mm-hmm.
They the semi-pro leagues. So I start hooping in the semi-pro league, and I started doing a little coaching thing on the side, little rec league at the same time. Man, the team was doing good. I was teaching them everything my college coach had taught me. That really taught me how to play the game, so it felt good to teach some young kids the finally right way to play. You know what I'm saying? Bless them like that. And then I was playing in ABA. I was getting buckets in a little adult league, ABA semi-pro league up here. So I had my friend out there recording all my games.
Making that highlight reel for you, huh?
had a friend making the highlight reel, but this is how it's crazy. I wanted to go overseas. I knew about overseas, and I was, I always had a vision I was going to play overseas. Even since I was in high school, I felt like I could play overseas. You know what I'm saying? If I always wanted to make it to the league, but like I said, if I never make it to the league,
may have to take a detour to get there.
I said I was gonna play overseas. Long story short, I start hooping, get my highlight reel together. One of my mans I played with. Okay, so this is another league I played in the summertime down here. I got to give a shout out to Commissioner Miles Ross, who runs the Goodman League. Now the Goodman League is the league in Washington D.C.
It's the league.
It's the best league, especially at the time when I first got into this league in the city. You know what I'm saying? Summer league. So we talking about professional basketball players playing in it, like Kevin Durant, Gilbert Arenas. You know what I'm saying? Josh Shelby. Like, guys who's really doing it.
This is the joint you was playing down Anacostia?
Yeah, that's the joint.
Okay.
We went to school in Montgomery County, but that's where I was playing after I graduated from college. I was playing down that joint. And somebody told me come down there and just, try to see how you do out there one time. So I said, all right, come down there. Because I really didn't know nothing about the farms like that coming up.
They be hooping though.
But it just happened that people that I met, they knew about it and they was playing down there. So long story short, I went down there and got Rookie of the Year. Went down there, got Rookie of the Year. They said, the commissioner called me on the phone and said, Ali, you Rookie of the Year down there. Goodman League. This is one of the top summer leagues. I'm like, damn, I must be on to something. I'm starting to hoop. Like, I'm getting better. Like, I was still working out. I had learned the game. I had got a little wiser. What happened over the years was I started getting wiser and learning the game as I start maturing. And then with the physical competition of the Goodman League, the basketball, the grit, the street ball, combined with that,
that's what got you ready for the next level.
That's what got me ready for the next level. And as I continued to play and build my highlight tape, I ended up meeting a cadet overseas and share my highlights, and that was my path to get overseas.
What country?
I started off in Egypt.
Yeah. I remember you went to Egypt. I remember you told me. I was like,
yeah,
they hooping in Egypt for real?
Man, they had some ballers out there.
Yeah.
They had a Bama that could shoot the three. They had a Bama that had bounce out the gym.
How was that weather?
Whew, it was
hot.
Nice and hot, but it was beautiful. It was real nice.
Indoor games, though.
Indoor games. Yeah, it was beautiful, man.
How long was you there?
I was there for a season. I was supposed to be there for 2 seasons. I was there for a season. And then I went to a couple other places after that, and played. But I was there, it's really tough in that game, when you're dealing with agents and money. And GMs, man, it's so cutthroat. I lost about, I got 20,000 taken from me, and I was overseas, man. But
you're supposed to be making money. Oh,
yeah.
The agent, we gotta pay the agents and shit.
Yeah,
and all that.
it's a real dirty game. I made some money, but I lost some money over there too.
But you had fun though.
Had a hell of a time.
I mean, you listen. Most people can't say they went overseas. I was in combat at 18 and 19 years old. So it's like, I mean, how many people can say they played in Egypt or anything like that?
Yeah,
what I mean?
I went on and played in Italy in a summer league joint they had out there.
I know Italy was sweet.
Italy was real sweet. They love black. They love black people out there.
I know it was a couple things out there.
Man, they love you out there. You black is beautiful in Italy. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so you played overseas. I mean, so now after this, you done played. Mm-hmm. You done played, and then
I played in China. Went to India, played in a tournament in India. I got to see the Great Wall of China. I got to see the pyramids in Egypt. Got to see 7 Wonders eat different foods, meet different people. It was amazing. Signed so many autographs. It was an amazing feeling. So I'm glad I got to do that, experience that. And now on my journey, I got injured. I was trying to keep pushing myself. I got injured.
You tore some shit, right?
I tore my Achilles, and that slowed me down. I had a lot of momentum, and the injury slowed me down, but it opened up a lot of pathways and doorways for me to do a lot of other stuff with coaching.
Yeah. So you came back home and you was coaching.
Yeah, I started coaching. I had my team, the 6-man Warriors, that I coached from the 6th grade till they was in high school for like 2.5, 3 years. Coached them, got them real nice. it was just a blessing, man. Just to be able to give back to these guys. Man.
You know, they always say, man, when you coach them young, dog, when you coach them young, like they'll never forget you. Just like how you start naming the coaches and shit. Yeah. When you was 20 years old, and what 35 now, and you still named, like, bro, they never forget. Like, even listen, I only coached for two and a half seasons, dog, and I would be in the store somewhere, and they'd be like, Coach Marbury. And like even when I wasn't coaching and I was just telling them what they need to do in the practice, it was still like they was like, well, what we got to do to get you in the game? Because I was just so passionate about the game. And it's like I will say this, like, you don't have to be like this A1 hoop. You didn't have to be no A1 hooper when you was a youngin' to go out here and coach. If you know the game, you know the game. Right. Because I feel like that's a misconception. You might see a dude, he looking crazy, big guy, something like that, and think he don't know how to play. But you know the game, you know what I'm saying? I know people who can hoop but can't articulate that shit to a child, you know what I'm saying?
Right. You gotta have patience. You gotta have understanding. You gotta have communication.
Especially now, because basketball is different from how it was when we was playing. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to get into that, you know what I'm saying? Like the changing of the game. Back when we was coming up, you had, you know, your traditional big man. You know what I'm saying? You had, you know what I mean, some plays getting ran. You know what I'm saying? You had some sweet shit going. Now it's this run and gun, this ISO. You know what I mean? Your centers shooting threes. Your centers is like it's different now. You know what I mean? How you what you think about that though?
Like when it comes to that, like
you think it's better or it's worse?
The game is evolved. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
The game is evolved. So that's just what it is. Like that's what's going on. It's a new era right now. So you got to be able, if you're big, you got to be able to shoot a three. You got to be able to stretch the floor. That's just how it is now.
Well, it's just, I mean, all this money they paying these players now. You definitely got to be valuable.
Yeah, man. You got to be able to stretch the floor, man. You got to be able to shoot in today's NBA. You got to be able to make shots in today's NBA.
I just can't get with the politics and the theatrics in the game. That's the one thing I can't get.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. As a professional athlete, it is a lot of pressure. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of pressure on your
I get
body.
that, bro. I'm talking about flopping and shit, bro. I'm talking about that. Nah, bro.
Okay.
I'm talking about this flopping. I mean, I feel like ever since they kind of made a rule now, they kind of made a rule about it now that if it's deemed, I think you get like an offensive foul or some shit now.
Yeah.
But
you know, some players
but that should be the reason why these niggas playing for 20 plus years now. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really getting banged up like they used to back in the day, the Jordan era and all that. But I mean, I didn't. Like I said, when people talk about the GOAT and all this other shit, I didn't really start watching basketball. I wasn't watching basketball when Jordan was in. Well, so it's like, I see the highlights.
Sometimes I wish that he was like Mike. I know. I started watching basketball, man. I love Michael Jordan. I wanted to be like Mike. Gatorade commercials. He was my passion to want to play basketball as a young child, man. I gotta say that, like. Michael Jordan was the GOAT in my eyes. I love you, Kobe. I love you, LeBron. But like Michael Jordan is always gonna be the GOAT to me.
I mean, to me at the end of the day, it's about the rings for me. And it's like you can throw the Robert Horry and all that shit in there. You can throw that in there, but I'm talking about someone who was the main player.
For 6.
And he got 6 rings.
For 6.
What are we even talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like we can't sit and say like the competition wasn't stiff when he was playing. Mm-hmm. You still had your Karl Malones, your Isaiahs. You still had all of them playing. So it's not like he wasn't playing nobody. Did he play Utah like 3 or 4 times out of that shit? Like, come on, bro. Karl Malone was a dog.
He was beast.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's like people switching teams and shit. Yeah. Or let me go to this team, let me go to that team because I've been with this team for 6 or 7 years and we're not winning. Don't get me wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but that's the trend now.
Everybody's jumping shit.
Everybody want
that's the new school basketball.
It is a new school basketball.
And you know, much love to James Harden, Kyrie, and KD, man. Like I can't be mad.
I want to know if they won that game because they was y'all losing to the Cavs when you was on the way here. I'm like, I hope y'all don't think I'm about to win no chip playing like this. Wasn't playing no fucking defense.
A lot of people think that Lakers gonna win it again. I think the Lakers are gonna repeat. Personally,
I do. They probably will. I mean, I just don't think. I think when I look at the Nets, I'm looking at Oklahoma City all over again. I'm looking at you got these 3 dudes and that's it, and you don't really have nobody else. So what they're doing is, Steve Nash coaching, he may take James Harden out, let Kyrie do his thing. Bring them 3 back in and let them go. Then he may take KD out for a second, put him back in. Then take Kyrie out, lead them 2 in. He's not taking them all out the game. Of course, you can't take them all out the game at once.
Right.
But they're not playing no defense. They're not playing. I won't say they're not playing enough defense. And one of your best defenders played for the Cavs, so he was out there like pretty much showing them like, well, I bet you miss me now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it went to overtime, but I mean, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the trade. So like, I was pissed about the John Wall trade, dog.
Yeah,
bruh.
I wasn't excited about Russell Westbrook.
I wasn't excited about him either because I'm like, bruh, like I'm looking at how he played in Houston, so I'm like, I mean, it's not like he didn't have the ball. You know what I'm saying? He had the ball as much as he needed to have it, but that chemistry wasn't working. So I'm like, okay,
it's crazy you said that because I was just looking at one of my boys that I played with basketball, and I was thinking of Florida at Southeastern University. His name is Blaze, Polk County. That's what we call him, Tom. But we was talking one day about chemistry, and that's what you need to win. And I was saying, like, someone else was talking to me about the Kyrie, James Harden, KD situation. And I was like, yeah, they all good, but it's only one basketball. And you know
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I watched it.
Yeah.
The only person I'm not worried about is Kevin Durant. He don't really need the ball in his hand that much. Yeah. He either gonna get the ball and go to the rack, or he's gonna shoot.
Yeah.
James Harden and Kyrie are doing the same thing. They're getting the ball, boop, 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 dribble, or they're gonna take the shot, or they're going to the rack. They were doing the same thing, just a different person. I'm like, where's the passing? I mean, James Harden was giving it up, which is amazing to me. Kyrie was not passing that ball, dog.
Yeah. I think, like, watching them play, I think that James Harden needs to play the 1 just because his ability to really to pass the ball.
Absolutely.
He has a great IQ for, like, finding an open man, and he's,
a lot of people think he don't pass. I think he passes a lot more than people give him credit.
He's an amazing passer.
But I just think that defense still ain't up to par. Not for my liking. You know what I'm saying? Like when I look at somebody and you a $200 million player, bro, like I need you to be getting it done on the other side. And that's why I was such a big John Wall fan. But even though he played hurt for probably majority of his career, he was on both sides. And I just couldn't understand how you ain't even let this man play a game. You traded him the week before the season started, and now you send 125% healthy John Wall to Houston, and put him with Boogie Cousins, and my man dropping 28 a night.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, I'm sad as a Washington fan, but for JohnAll,
it's better for him. I mean, because now he
get a new start. He deserves a fresh start. He went through a lot. He lost his mother. He just lost his mom not long ago, and you know what I'm saying. He want a new start. You know what I'm saying. He got a lot of criticism out here in the city. So they
said he be partying.
Yeah, they say he was at the club.
They call him Rose Bar Wall. I was like, he really was in Rose Bar like that?
Yeah, man. I mean, he's.
I mean, shit. He athlete. I mean, he got to have fun too. You know what I'm saying? It ain't but so many places you can go in the city anyway.
All day.
DC ain't got, but as far as hot spots, what, about 2 or 3 of them, if that? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah. Back in the days, be a lot of different hot spots.
Unless you try to go see a band or some shit, ain't but so many places you can go now, and ain't so many places even if you doing that.
Yeah,
but
we fell out the loop a little.
But I'm just like, man. Yeah. I'm looking at the coach, and I'm like, bruh, Scott Brooks, why is this dude still coaching, man? You pick up Westbrook, and we still got the same record we had last year, 3-10.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
it's not.
I'm like, it's the coach, bro. And I'm like, you got diehard fans out here. Like, I'm a diehard Wizards fan, no matter if whoever's on the team. But I think Bradley Beal need to try to get up out of there. At this point, like, bro, my man deserves to win.
He does.
He dropping 30 a night, and it was crazy. They don't even talk about him in the highlights. The same that you know what, they used to do the same thing with Devin Booker. When he was on the team, he was dropping like 35, 40 points a night with Phoenix before they had started picking up Oubre and Chris Paul and all them. And I'm like, so let me get this straight, because you're not winning, like your highlights are not worthy. Because the whole time, Bill was crushing everybody in points per game.
He was.
And he might still be whole time.
Dang.
But they don't be talking about that. I know the Lakers wanted to get him. He shut that down every ASAP. I'm like, my thing is, if he lead a team, please don't go to no team where you just off some ring chasing. You know what I'm saying? Like, go to a team where they got strikers. They just need a one piece to kind of get them there. I can respect that. I can't respect like LeBron is here and now Dwayne Wade is here and now Kobe here and Michael Jordan here. And let me go with them. And you don't really serve a purpose. You just come in so they can get a breather. You're not even really showing off your talents. I don't like that.
I think he'd look good in Portland with Dame Dollar.
Really?
And CJ McCollum. I don't know why.
How you gonna do that? Three guards?
Just go small, man.
He a pure two. Is McCollum gonna go three?
I'll just throw 3 guards out there and whoever else.
I don't know. I've been trying to think of a team that's actually can really do something.
They all get 40 every night.
I actually think he can go to Utah. Cause Mike Conley contract about to be up.
Him and Donovan Mitchell.
Mitchell just got paid, but Mitchell's a 1.
Mm-hmm.
He can bring him in as a 2, and I don't know who that 2 is, but he ain't Bradley Beal.
Mm-hmm.
Bring him in that joint, and yeah. I mean,
that
joint could be all right. You start to see it.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell would be brilliant. That might work.
So what's your plans for the future, man? You gonna keep coaching?
Man, you know what?
Well, matter of fact, because I know it's COVID. How you able to coach around that?
Crazy. Man, I'm telling you, man, I took a hit once this COVID shit struck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm frustrated. Like, I'm like, dang, all the gyms is shut down. I can't train.
You can't go nowhere but Virginia.
Yeah. So we in Maryland. So I'm like, where am I going to do my training at? I don't got no gym. So just a crazy idea. Virtual basketball training. Train the kid. Still doing it, but I'm doing it virtually.
So it's just more so like dribbling exercises and stuff.
Dribbling, ball handling, footwork. You still get everything, through a virtual workout. Like a virtual workout, I'm gonna show you how to handle the ball. I'm gonna show you ball handling drills. I'm gonna make sure, your technique is right. I'm gonna make sure your footwork is right. So it's like I'm right there, with you doing a virtual training. So I decided I had the great idea to do virtual training because it's during COVID. It's safe. All you need is a basketball and a Wi-Fi connection.
What's the name of it?
My name and my business is called HA Level Up, and that's my first name, last initial, last initial, Level Up. So my slogan for my business is taking youth to the next level. So HA Level Up, that's what we do. We take you to the next level. So my goal as the coach, owner, founder of HA Level Up Basketball is to take these kids' game to the next level. And that's my passion, and that's what I'm doing now. I even want to say, when I was back home, I had a little job working with individuals that had intellectual disabilities.
That's a joint that we was downtown?
Yeah.
On I Street somewhere?
Yeah, I had a joint, down that way. So, pretty much, long story short, I did a basketball clinic for individuals that had disabilities.
Oh,
that was something I never did in my life. That was something that I had worked with that population for a little bit, and I had the opportunity to actually do a basketball clinic. So that was an amazing opportunity, and it's something that I think I could see myself serving that population at some point again, in the future.
That's good stuff, bro. I
know
mean,
what I'm saying?
definitely, it's all at the end of the day, man, it's all about giving back, especially when you didn't, you didn't had your journey, you know what I'm saying? You want to definitely try to give off as much, as much as you can to the youth or to, the need whoever needs it, you know what I'm saying? Shit, even adults, you ever consider just doing straight adults that just want to that still, you know what I'm saying, still think they got it?
Listen, if you want to get trained, my Instagram is HA Level Up. HALEVEL Up. Follow me.
Follow the man.
You know what I'm saying?
He's demanding it.
If you want to get better, if you have a kid that wants to get better, if your mama want to get better, your daddy want to get better, your son, daughter, whoever, send them my way. I will definitely hook them up. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get your ass worked out. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure you come ready to work, because I don't play. Come ready to work. That's all I got to say.
All right. He just gave y'all the commercial. So, look, one more thing before we get out of here. So, I want to talk adult leagues.
Okay.
So, I play in the adult league.
Okay.
Crazy is the adult league was the first league I ever played in, team I ever played for.
Okay.
Which fucking sucks. But it was fun. So, I played for the FXA league. Mm-hmm. South VA.
All right.
And this was before COVID.
Okay.
And I didn't really know what to expect. I just was a rec ball guy, outside dude. So playing the team, I was hoping that it would have been like a 30 and up, but it wasn't. It was 18 and up. Mm-hmm. So me and what is it? I think it was 4 of us, and we picked up 3 or 4 people just off the random, and it was the worst experience ever, though. Yeah, I didn't it's like I wanted, as long as I had fun, I was cool, but it was frustrating though. First of all, it was a long drive, and this when I was living in Suitland.
Yeah.
So I was having to go all the way out damn near to Tyson's, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Sunday night, like 8, 9 o'clock at night, you know what I'm saying, to run a game. And everyone we were playing had teams. Oh, so they had mobs. So it's like we was a free agent team. That's what they call it. So we had, our few folks, and we was small. We was a small team. And shit, I think I was the tallest damn person. And we had one tall guy, but he kept
Was you getting buckets?
Fuck no, I wasn't getting buckets. No, we was getting, bro, listen, I hadn't played basketball.
Dragged out there.
Hell yeah, bro. Listen, bro, we got smoked by this one team. The one dude on the team, Asian Cuz put about 30 or 40 of us on us.
Damn. I wish
in
you should have called my ass. You should have called me. I would have came out there and gave him the
Well, you remember my man P that I brought to the gym, P Paint Branch joint. He be playing in the league. He in the league now. He play leagues all year round. And they got the 3 different levels and all that. So I mean, I just I played. He came to me, was like, "You want to play?" I was like, "Fuck it, why not?" So then we did it again. And we were in the same. I think we're in a different league, but we was playing out Rockville. So now we had a team. Okay. Which to me was worse than not having a team, because we had so many different personalities. We had I'm sweet, you not sweet, and then we had a coach. You know what I'm saying? Who really kind of just should have been playing. Right. And I think we won like 2 games out of that, but. Yeah. We didn't have a chemistry, and then it's like we didn't have no time to practice. We just was coming to the game stiff as hell, no warm ups, and we were just playing. Yeah. So
like I said, my boy, like he told me, Blaze A63, without chemistry, like you don't have nothing. Like, and he said, my boy Blaze, man, this guy told me so much about the game, but he was saying like chemistry is on a basketball court so important, because what does it take to win? Like, you have to be willing to, like, if the coach tells you, listen, you got to go check number 0 tonight. Don't let him get no offensive rebounds. Like, he's a beast on the boards. Don't let him get no rebounds tonight. Your job tonight is to make number 0's life hard. Now, a good teammate, understanding that that's their only job tonight, to help the team win, if they don't go out there and do that, you know what I'm saying? They don't let their pride get in the way, and they do that. That's a great team player. That's what chemistry is. Doing what you have to do for your team in order for them to win. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
So as a player, I want to just say this. The rub off that is that's how I was as a player, and that's how I became such a great teammate. It's because I knew that I had strengths and talents, but I also knew where my team was weak at. And where my team was weak, I stepped in that role and fulfilled that for my team. Even though it may not have been what I wanted to do, it was for the betterment of the team. So anybody out there who watching this who is playing on basketball or playing on a team or even in your work, at your job, whatever, wherever you know your strength is, you know what I'm saying, you know your team is weak at, jump in and, you know what I'm saying, do what you do. Show your strength. Help your team win, whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to help my team win, and it's just a great feeling. I take that with me everywhere I go when I teach these kids. Really, that's what I teach the kids: hard work, dedication, confidence, consistency, passion, desire, hard work. I said that already, but
you're dropping all the gems tonight.
Yeah, that's what you do. I mean, like, this is who I am. This is my story. Like, this is how I became how I am. Just, you know.
Well, I'm glad to been able to get you on, man. I mean, I'm trying to get to everybody, man. One episode at a time, bro. Just keep pushing this. I mean, you know what I'm saying? This was just an idea last year. You know what I mean?
Captain's Log, man.
Appreciate you, man.
I gotta give you a shout out, Lee. My man from round the way, Burn Bray. Hold up, man. We used to get off the bus. You know what I'm saying?
Don't go telling no incriminating shit, bro.
Hey, look. All I'm gonna say is my big guy, my guy. take it to the damn big Kareem, man. He was the biggest guy around Burn Bray, around his old neighborhoods, man.
I've been trying to, man. I saw him on Facebook a while ago. He was playing for UTEP or somebody, man.
Yeah,
but
he used to play a little ball.
You know, they didn't even call the nigga by his name. They was like big guy for 2. I'm like, damn, my man ain't got a name out here. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, we can talk basketball all night, man. It's late, about to put the kids to bed. You know what I'm saying? Man,
it's been real, man.
I appreciate you coming out, man. Go ahead, get the people your social media one more time, just in case they didn't get it.
Hey, listen, if you out here, my name on Instagram is HA Level Up. Go follow me. If you need to get your game right, if you want to get your son's game right, your nephew game right, holla at me. I'm going to teach him the fundamentals of the game. I'm going to teach him hard work, dedication, passion, technique, all of the good stuff for them to take their game to the next level. HA Level Up, taking you to the next level. My name's Hosni Ali. It's been a blessing. Thanks, Lee, for having me on the show, man.
No problem. All right, y'all. Captain out.